From the hospital to the airport, TVJ News was on hand as 14-year-old Akelia Dunkley was airlifted to the U.S. for life-saving treatment early Wednesday morning. The teenager received third-degree burns after the gas stove on which she was preparing breakfast last Friday exploded. Krista Campbell is tracking her story.
9:30 Tuesday night, I arrived at the Surgical Intensive Care Unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies in Mona, St. Andrew. The family of 14-year-old Akelia Dunkley clearly in better spirits than when TVJ News last spoke with them earlier that day. At that time, local charity, the San Myrna Foundation, was racing against time to get Akelia overseas for emergency medical care to treat the third-degree burns she sustained after a gas stove exploded while she prepared breakfast to go to school last Friday. Huge pledges from the Health Ministry, Education Minister and the Child Protection and Family Services Agency CPFSA, Member of Parliament Delroy Slowly and others helped secure the $45,000 needed to cover her airfare and initial medical care.
Her case is not as severe like Adriana, so we know it's going to work out good. But if she had stayed longer, then we know. So we are really happy for the quick response.
About 10 o'clock Tuesday night, the ambulance arrived to take Akelia to the airport, but it was almost 3 hours for the medical team to sedate, carefully move and wheel her from her hospital bed where she's been in stable but serious condition since Friday. So this is the moment the family of 14-year-old Akelia Dunkley has been waiting for since the incident that happened on Friday. An ambulance is in the background just behind me, waiting to take the teenager to the Norman Manley International Airport where she will be airlifted to receive emergency medical care overseas. After a careful drive from the UHWI, the ambulance finally arrived at the airport at 1:58 Wednesday morning. Akelia's dad, Rufima Dunkley, in tow, she was again carefully transferred to the waiting air ambulance, which left the runway at 2:25 Wednesday morning. Mr. Dunkley says he's made arrangements to stay with his daughter for the start of her treatments at the Joseph M. Still Burn Center in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, she tried to speak, but because the throat is in down her throat, the nurse tell her not to speak, and so I told her to give me eye signal. You understand? When I speak to her, and if she understand, she like give me 2 blink, and you know, different things like that. Yeah.
Is she in pain?
And she do that. Well, she was shaking like when I talk, and she tried to cry when I tell her that I love her, and I will be there for her until everything over.
I've done some research on the hospital that she's going, and I've seen where they have handled cases worse than what is happening here. And so I put my trust in those doctors, in the technology that they have.
I wasn't really coping until today. I finally got some guidance from my teacher. She really listened to me. And I was just talking about it all during lunch. I didn't even eat.
You can continue to donate to Akelia Dunkley's GoFundMe, urgent support needed for Akelia, or the family's CWJ Cooperative Credit Union account at 651-7978. Reporting from the tarmac of the Norman Manley International Airport here in Kingston, I'm Krista Campbell for TVJ News.